Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Hello, good evening, you all. Hello, Rosemary, how are you? Beatrice, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Evening, welcome, everybody.
Hello,
To the
good
special
evening.
high skill. Luis, welcome. Alki, welcome. Anibelkis, welcome too. Hello,
Thank
Sanson,
you.
welcome.
Thank you,
Hello, teacher.
teacher.
Welcome. Hi, Jessica, how are you? Welcome.
Hi, go.
Oh, guys, welcome to this special high skill tonight about my country, about Colombia. I hope
Colombia.
I can take you during this fitness to have a general idea and know a little bit more about Colombia, right? So I want to know if any of you have any, I don't know, any facts or information about Colombia that you want to share before we start.
Well, I think I got some information about Colombia.
Who is gone?
You listen?
Yes, tell me. Tell us.
Okay. What I know about Colombia is that, Colombia is such a pretty beautiful country. It has beautiful girls, and it has a lot of things that is, I don't know how to say it in English, really, but it has beautiful girls, good people, and it has a lot of things, touristic things, so we can go and visit.
All right, good. Yes, good evening, Emil. Welcome.
And that's it. I forgot all those information.
Nice. Anybody else knows something about Colombia?
Colombia teacher has to the beautiful town, Cumbia.
It's a beautiful country, beautiful country.
Yes.
Very good, Sanson. Anybody else want to comment?
Colombia is beautiful. Has the person beautiful too. Have things interesting.
Very well, very good.
The
All right,
Colombian,
guys.
the Colombian food is very good. For example, the bandeja paisa.
Yes, kind of.
El aborrajado.
Aborrajados, yes, part of the gastronomy too.
I have been to Colombia. It's a wonderful country. I went to Cali, Bogota, and Medellin.
Nice, good. Emil, how was your experience?
Very, very good. I went to the Peñol, Guatapé.
Piedra del Peñol in Guatapé, yes.
Sí. Mucho de calor.
Yeah, it's really hot as Dominican Republic. That is correct.
Yes.
I heard the coffee is one of the better in the world, the Colombian coffee.
That's true.
The Juan Valdez coffee is very good.
All right, yes, Juan Valdez is a really brand.
Is more better than more better than Starbucks. Mejor que Starbucks.
Better than Starbucks. Okay, kind of. Yeah.
Colombia have tropical forest too, and the coffee.
Tropical. Okay, yes. Very well, guys. Okay, so to start, I'm gonna leave you with a we're gonna kick it off with a really short video about what is Colombia. this is Colombia for you also. Pay attention and nothing. Just follow what we see there on the video, okay? Are you ready to watch, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so here it goes.
A rising, diverse Colombia, a rising, diverse, and vibrant country with lively cities. Thanks to its geological location, there are a wide range of ecosystems. Colombia has 7 different climate zones, starting in the vast Andean region with altitudes reaching 20,000 feet. It's coffee-growing region where the smoothest coffee in the world is harvested, down to the dense jungles of the Amazon and the Orinoco region, the extensive coasts in the Caribbean and Pacific Oceans, to the far-reaching eastern plains. Colombia is known for its valleys, moorlands, warm water beaches, caves, deserts, canyons, jungles, and rivers that change colors. Which country has the greatest diversity of flowers in the world? Colombia. What about orchards, and palms, and exotic birds, and frogs? Colombia. Which country has the largest diversity of fruits per square foot, where you can try a different fruit every single day for an entire year? That's right, Colombia. Our country is home to 10% of the entire planet's wildlife. Colombia is also its people. Our talent has allowed us to achieve great goals. A Nobel Prize in Literature, one of the most acclaimed cultural contemporary artists. Entrepreneurs, researchers, artists, and athletes have shown the rest of the world that in the land of magical realism, we are capable of making dreams a reality when others thought it was impossible. Colombia's cultural mix comes from indigenous Spanish and African backgrounds, and it has shaped our rich traditions with an assortment of flavors, rhythms, colors, and destinations that make unique magical experiences for millions of tourists from around the world. In the country of magical realism, joy runs in our veins with spirited rhythms like badinato, cumbia, oro, champeta, bambuco, guapina, salsa, or joropo, which are present in every traditional Colombian celebration throughout the year. An economy growing faster than the regional average, where 48 million people are determined to take the country to the next level. Colombia has attracted investors from around the world due to its business-friendly environment. It is a strong and steady nation, as well as a welcoming and joyful country. Colombia has gained international recognition with its products and services. If we could only see the world through Colombian products, every morning in Asia, they would be having breakfast with the smoothest coffee in the world. In Europe, they would be enjoying our exotic fruits. And in America, every important ceremony would be adorned with our wide variety of flowers. Come and soak up the sun, enjoy the cold, travel, and celebrate with us. Here we smile as if joy could be exported. Here you are greeted as if being friendly were law, and enjoy doing it as if it were our duty. Here there are vibrant and caring people who believe in reconciliation and integration as acts of hope and progress. On behalf of my country, I invite you to experience it with the hope that you will become one of our millions of ambassadors of magical realism and showcase to the world the best of Colombia.
All right, guys. So,
Well, I want to go to Colombia.
of course, there are a lot of things to talk in my country, of course. I'm just gonna go to some generalities here, some of the important facts and information about my country. But I want to know what information caught your attention from this introduction video about Colombia. This is Colombia. So what could you get from there, from here?
I couldn't hear so well the information because the internet was getting me out and getting me in. That's why I didn't hear.
Right, anybody else, guys?
It has several jungle. It has a better carnival and
A lot of
the
carnivals, yes, we had a lot of carnivals here, yes, that's correct.
yes, it's colorful and it has also the flowers, a festival flower.
Oh, yeah, Festival of Flowers, la Feria de las Flores,
Yes,
that is correct.
festival of flower, and the weather is different in the year.
Yes, we have,
Yes,
maybe not in the year, but in a lot of the regions of the country, you can have very cold weather, very hot, medium weather, humid, or dry weather.
exactly.
There are 7 different types of weather in different regions of Colombia.
Also, there are some friendly with the environmental. I see that in the video.
Okay, yes, there is a lot of nature here. Maybe the government is not so friendly, but in general, the people is. We have a lot of variety of fruits, a lot of variety of fauna, right? A variety
Yes.
in flowers too. A lot of flowers are exported to other countries around the world.
Yes, that is important to say, teacher. Colombia has a different song, cumbia.
Different types of music.
Yes, type of music.
Yes. For example, what types of music did you get?
I like cumbia. This is the name, cumbia?
Cumbia, yes, that's the name.
I love cumbia.
Very good, awesome.
And vallenato.
Vallenato too, all right, very well, good. We also have pasillo, a lot of things. I mean, there's so much to talk about, but again, I'm just gonna focus on some general things. That was an introduction, and now I want to present you with a short video about the history of Colombia. This was like Colombia in general, but now I want you to get familiar with some of the history of my country, okay? You ready to watch and listen again, guys?
Yes.
Okay, here it goes. Be ready.
Colombia is a sovereign state largely situated in the northwest of South America, with territories in Central America. The official name of Colombia is the Republic of Colombia and is derived from the last name of explorer Christopher Columbus. Welcome to our animated show of history. This episode presents a brief history of Colombia. The present territory of Colombia was a corridor of early human migration from Mesoamerica and the Caribbean to the Andes and Amazon basin. Indigenous people inhabited the territory that is now Colombia by 12,500 BCE. Between 5000 and 1000 BCE, hunter-gatherer tribes transitioned to agrarian societies, fixed settlements were established, and pottery appeared. The territory that became Colombia was first visited by Europeans when the first expedition of Alonso de Ojeda arrived at the Cabo de la Vela in 1499. The Spanish made several attempts to settle along the north coast of today's Colombia in the early 16th century, but their first permanent settlement at Santa Marta was not established until 1525. In 1533, Pedro de Heredia founded Cartagena, the principal trade center on the Colombian coast. Spanish conquistador Gonzalo Jiménez de Quesada led an expedition to the interior in April 1536 and christened the districts through which he passed New Kingdom of Granada. 2 years later, he founded provisionally its capital near the Muisca Cacicasco of Bacatá and named it Santa Fe. The conquistadors made frequent alliances with the enemies of different indigenous communities. Indigenous peoples in New Granada experienced a decline in population due to conquest, as well as Eurasian diseases. With the risk that that land was deserted, the Spanish crown sold properties to all persons interested in colonized territories, creating large farms and possession of mines. In 1542, the region of New Granada, along with all other Spanish possessions in South America, became part of the Viceroyalty of Peru, with its capital at Lima. Later, New Granada became the Capitanecy General of New Granada within the Viceroyalty. The institution of the Spanish Royal Audiencia in Bogotá gave that city the status of capital of New Granada, which comprised in large part what is now the territory of Colombia. Early 18th century, the Viceroyalty of New Granada was originally created, and then it was temporarily removed, to finally be re-established in 1739. The Viceroyalty had Santa Fe de Bogotá as its capital. Bogotá became one of the principal administrative centers of the Spanish possessions in the New World, along with Lima and Mexico City. Since the beginning of the periods of conquest and colonization, there were several rebel movements against Spanish rule, but most were either crushed or remained too weak to change the overall situation. The last one that sought outright independence from Spain sprang up around 1810 and culminated in the Colombian Declaration of Independence, issued on the 20th of July, 1810, a day which is now celebrated as the nation's Independence Day. A movement was initiated by Antonio Nariño, who opposed Spanish centralism and led the opposition against the Viceroyalty. Cartagena became independent. In 1811, the United Provinces of New Granada were proclaimed, headed by Camilo Torres Tenorio. The emergence of two district ideological currents among the patriots gave rise to a period of instability. Shortly after the Napoleonic Wars ended, Ferdinand VII, restored to the throne in Spain, unexpectedly decided to send military forces to retake most of northern South America. The Viceroyalty was restored under the command of Juan Sámano. The retribution stoked renewed rebellion, which, combined with a weakened Spain, made possible by a successful rebellion led by the Venezuelan-born Simón Bolívar, who finally proclaimed independence in 1819. The pro-Spanish resistance was defeated in 1822 in the present territory of Colombia. Colombia was the first constitutional government in South America, and the liberal and conservative parties, founded in the mid-19th century, are two of the oldest surviving political parties in the Americas. Slavery was abolished in the country in 1851. In 1863, the name of the republic was changed officially to United States of Colombia, and later the country adopted its present name, Republic of Colombia. Internal divisions remained between the bipartisan political forces, occasionally igniting very bloody civil wars, the most significant being the Thousand Days War. The Thousand Days War cost an estimated 100,000 lives, and up to 300,000 people died during La Violencia in 1940s and 50s, a bipartisan confrontation which erupted after the assassination of liberal popular candidate Jorge Eliezer Gaitán. A military coup in 1953 toppled the right-wing government of conservative Laureano Gómez and brought General Gustavo Rojas to power. Initially, Rojas enjoyed considerable popular support, due largely to his success in reducing La Violencia. When he did not restore democratic rule and occasionally engaged in open repression, however, he was overthrown by the military a few years later with the backing of both political parties, and a provisional government was installed. In the same year, the Declaration of 𝒇𝒐𝒄𝒖𝒔𝒊𝒏𝒈𝒍𝒆 proposed a national front, whereby the liberal and conservative parties would govern jointly. The National Front ended La Violencia, and its administration attempted to institute far-reaching social and economic reforms in cooperation with the Alliance for Progress. In the 1960s, left-wing guerrillas began operating in Colombia. Then, in the 1970s, cocaine production in Colombia increased, and it continued to increase in the 1980s. The drug trade led to a great deal of violence. Meanwhile, in the early 1980s, Colombia was hit by a severe recession. In the early 21st century, the situation in Colombia improved. Violence in Colombia declined after 2002. Furthermore, the Colombian economy grew rapidly, and poverty and unemployment declined. Today, the population of Colombia is 47 million. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel for new videos updated daily.
All right, guys. So what could you get here from the history of Colombia? What called your attention from the history of Colombia that we saw here in this video? Something new you didn't know?
In my case, not much. I'm not very good for the history, but I heard its name is República of Colombia, and your
Yes, that's
capital
correct.
is Bogotá, and then they was independent from Spain, and its name was for Cristobal Columbus. I think, and the people are 47 million or 48 millions
Okay.
people.
Now the population is about 50 million, 50 something million.
Okay. This this I hear.
All right. Anybody else? Any other important information that you got from there, guys? No?
I hear, teacher, the event,
Yes, and so gone.
its name is La Violencia. This is the war in Colombia.
Yes, this was a war between the liberal and the conservatives after the independence.
Okay.
It was for around 3 years, 3 or 4 years, this war. A civil war, it was a civil war. Sadly, the violence in Colombia is very high, to be honest.
In this war die 3,000 people.
300,000, around 300,000.
300,000. Okay.
Around 300,000. That is correct. Yeah, that is something that is bad about Colombia. Just so in the video, a lot of the violence happens here for political reasons, also for trafficking reasons. Because as you may know, Colombia is very well known around the world also for very bad things, that is drugs, right? Anyways, now guys, I am going to focus in here with a short presentation to give you a little bit more detailed information about Colombia. So first of all, the location. I think that you know that the location of our country is right here. Dominican Republic is around here, this part, and Colombia is this territory. Colombia has shares borders with Panama, Ecuador, Peru, Brazil, and Venezuela. Yes. In fact, a Venezuelan, Simon Bolivar, who was the liberator of this country, of Colombia. He was the liberator. He fought for the liberty and the independence of this country, and also Venezuela's independence. I think Ecuador independence too. So he's a very important political figure in South America. I mean, in the history, but in South America mostly. As you saw, the climate in Colombia is very varied. It varies a lot, really varied, to be honest. There are different climates in places in Colombia. So for example, in the coast, Caribbean coast, usually you have the hot land, where you have very high temperatures, really dry, as you may see there in the picture. We also have some deserts in Colombia, in these very hot places, but also there is Tierra Fría, or cold land, where you have glaciers, or you have also there is like this cold part where you can have mountains with snow, volcanoes, and all of that. So due to the different climates and the different regions of our country, the agriculture here in Colombia, I mean, the land, the soil is really fertile. So that is why we have so much variety of fruits and foods in this country. The currency that we use is the Colombian peso, is the peso. Okay, maybe it's not, in this moment is not It's not $1 equivalent to 1,775 pesos, no. In this moment, it's around 3,000 with the inflation and some economical crisis that have been going on. And around now, the average monthly salary is not $692, no, it's around $300 or something. So the devaluation of the currency has been going on a lot here in our country. In our bills, there are historic people like this guy. I can't quite remember his name. I think it's Isaac something. Jorge Eliezer Gaitán, General Santander. Also, it's really, really important. Is so in our bills you have historic figures that you can see in there. We have like a public educational system, kind of really, really similar to Dominican Republic. We have the elementary school, we have high school as well. And also we have, I think it's the same as in Dominican Republic, that we have the public universities and the private universities. Is that correct? Am I comparing this correctly to what you
Yes.
have in Dominican Republic? All right, very well. I think you also have like the same 5 years of formal education for the children, and also the other 6 years or 6 or 5 years, no, 6 years of formal education in high school. Is that the same that you have in the Dominican Republic?
I think here, I think for the year. I don't know if you attend the class. I think for the year here
Right.
in Dominican Republic.
For a year for high school, I guess. Or...
High school.
All right, then, very well.
6 years.
6 years. Okay, so it's kind of
before 4 year, with the new system, it's 6 year. It's similar
okay. There
to
was
Colombia.
a reform. Okay.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Thank you for letting me know. And also in the university, in the high education system, like universities and colleges, usually the professional careers, the professional studies are around 5 years, or also you can have technical formation or technical education in around 2 to 3 years in public universities or private institutions or colleges as well.
Here, depend the career. For example, is medicine is 9 years more or less, and architecture 7 years more or less, and 6 years.
Okay, so it varies. Here in Colombia is like kind of standard. Of course that not all the people do it in 5 years. Other people, I took 7 years to finish my professional degree, but yeah, that's kind of the idea there. Some of the traditions that we have here, I think is like the same in Dominican Republic. If you are a person, you are free to select who you want to date, who you want to marry. It's totally normal. I mean, for us it's normal, but there are some parts of the world where that is not normal. No.
Yes,
So,
depending on the situation, teacher. The different
why?
situation of the person.
Why, Anibelkis?
Yes.
Depending on what? Depending on what you say.
Yes.
Yes, but depending on what? You say depending on the situation, but depending on what?
Yes.
Okay, very well. Yes. Pretty good. So this is like just some regular information about our social traditions. There are a lot of traditions, but this is like the standard, the basic, you know. For our culture, okay, in our culture, I can show you here. This is the flag of Colombia, the yellow, the blue, and the red. The yellow represents the riches of the country, the variety of food, the variety of plants, of animals, that is the riches. We are a very rich country in water. We have a lot of rivers, we have two oceans, we have a lot of lakes, right? The blue represents the water of Colombia. So the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the seas, we are very rich in that. And the red supposedly represents the blood of the heroes of the country that for the liberation or the independence of this country a long time ago, right? This is our atom. You can have a fraction here. It goes like, oh, oh, gloria inmarcesible, oh, júbilo inmortal, en surcos de dolores, el bien germina ya, el bien germina ya. Right, oh, gloria. Did you repeat? That is the chorus. Cesó la horrible noche, la libertad sublime derrama las auroras de su invencible luz, la humanidad entera que entre cadenas gime, comprende las palabras del que murió en la cruz. It goes like that. Pardon my bad singing, but it goes something like that. Also, this phrase, del que murió en la cruz, is because in Colombia, we are really, really Catholic. Like the majority of the people here is really, really Catholic and really traditional in that sense, to be honest. So a little bit of the Colombian history, as we saw in the video. There were some difficult times, all right? So there was the civil war, and because of that confrontation between the liberal and the conservatives, it's called la violencia, but also it's called like la patria boba, you know, because we had the independence, but when we were independent, we started to fight with each other. So that was like, you know, stupid from the people of that time, right? And as you saw in the video, around 1830, an area or a department, an state called Cundinamarca became a new country, proclaimed the Republic of New Granada. After that, some years, around 1868, with the other territories that were part of this land, the Republic of Colombia was created, right? And since then, this has been the name for our nation, Republic of Colombia. So, as I told you, the dominant religion here is the Catholic. 90%, 95% of Colombia is Roman Catholic, and 85% goes to church every Sunday. And I don't know if that's true now, but I know that my parents used to go to church a lot. My grandparents too. I don't, but yeah, we come from a very hard and high Catholic tradition, to be honest. But in some minorities, around the 10% or the 5%, are the other religions like Protestant or Christian or Jehovah's Witnesses, and those other derivations of Christianism is present here. We have a lot of different types of music. The cumbia, that comes from the Africans, and the Spanish music. Also here in Colombia, is not from Colombia, but is very important for the Colombian identity, the salsa that comes. I think salsa comes from Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico, also in the United States a little bit. I'm not really sure about that. Also, we have here like a culture of other types of music, but we really have like a rich variety of folkloric music such as cumbia, porros, how do you call that? Música llanera, we call it, that is played with a harp. We have pasillos, bambucos. I mean, the variety can go on and on and on and on. But yeah, if you come to Colombia, you will hear vallenato, cumbias, salsas, popular music, and all of that. In Dominican, the principal sport is, what is the principal
Baseball.
sport in Dominican Republic?
Baseball.
Baseball.
Yeah, la pelota, right? Baseball, right? Here in Colombia, no. The majority, the most popular sport in Colombia is soccer. Our football team is not so good, but we love soccer. I don't know why. But also, another important sport here is boxing. A lot of good boxers have come out from Colombia, and also skating, patinaje. I don't know if you know about skating. Maybe yes, maybe no. No. Okay, skating
You
is
also play
um,
baseball. You
yes,
compete
yes.
with Dominican Republic also,
Oh yes, yes.
or
I'm aware of
competition.
that, but
Well,
yes,
in this
compete.
in the last year, Colombia won the baseball here.
Yes.
I think
Exactly.
so.
Yes. I know where you're coming from, but believe me, that is only in the Caribbean coast. Atlántico, Bolívar, La Guajira, the Caribbean coast, the north. Okay, what is the Caribbean Sea? Because we are really close to Venezuela. We are really close to you, to Dominican Republic too. But in the interior and the rest of the country, soccer is soccer all the way. So yeah, that is okay. Speaking about the music, as you saw on the video as well, we have a really long variety of flavors. We have soups or stuffings as well. Soups with potatoes. The potato is really important in our gastronomy. The coffee, of course, the coffee is like a landmark in our gastronomy as well. We have ajiaco also. Ajiaco is like a kind of soup there. We also have sancocho, similar to your sancocho. I know that. And yeah, like in general, we have a lot of variety to make foods. Right? We have to make soups, or we can cook whatever meat. But something that is really important in our gastronomy is potato. Potato is like really crucial for us, and plantain as well is really crucial for our gastronomy all around the country.
What is the principal plate there? Is bandeja paisa or is other?
No, because it's complex. You know why? Because Colombia has different regions. We have like 6 regions: Caribbean region, Pacifica region, Andina region, Orinoquia region, Amazonia region, and insular region, where is San Andres and Providencia. And those regions have their characteristic food. So for example, in the Caribbean region, the closest to Dominican Republic, there is a lot of fish, arepe huevo, coconut rice, arroz con coco. That is also really characteristic from there. In the Andina region, we have bandeja paisa and that sort of thing with rice and meat. In the Amazonia, I'm not sure because I've never been to the Amazonia region, to be honest with you. I'm really not sure. And the Pacific region is also really important, the seafood. So a lot of fish, fried fish, tostones as you call it, or yes, I think you call it tostones,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Patacones, we call them here patacones, that is plantain, is fried. So I cannot tell you like, oh, this is the but bandeja paisa is really characteristic, really iconic for my region, Andina region in the interior. Also, as you saw in the video, we have a lot of variety of animal species. We have the condor, we have jaguares, capybaras, piranhas, right, as well. And also in the Amazonia, you can have a lot of big snakes, big anacondas that could be a little dangerous for you. The national bird is the condor, the Andean condor, that you can see it in the Andean region, in the interior of the country as well. Okay, here we have some expressions that are the same as yours, so I'm just gonna go past this. In our industry or agriculture, we produce textiles, clothing. We also produce emeralds. That is like a precious stone. Is green. You know what I'm talking about? The emeralds. You get me
No.
there? No?
No, no, exactly.
No.
Emerald is like a precious stone. It's like diamonds, but not diamonds. Or Hades, but it's green. It's a
Okay.
precious rock and is used for jewelry.
Okay.
That is a very characteristic of our industry as well. We produce a lot of coffee. Coffee is one of our most iconic products, of course. It is not mentioned here, but also we produce a lot of, you know, how can I say this? Problematic substances. I'm gonna call it that way. I'm sure that you know what I'm talking about, right? You get what I mean?
Colombia has teacher to a lot of type and flowers.
Flowers, we also export a lot of flowers, that is correct, yeah. So a lot of the agriculture, it permeates the industry and the products that we export to the world. We also have panela. I don't know if you are familiar with panela.
It is like sugar, more or less, or some
It's like a
sweet.
sugar paste. It's like a sugar paste from the sugar cane. Caña de
Okay.
azúcar, we call it here. And we process that and we make like sugar blocks. They are like brown sugar blocks. A lot of the people in Colombia make coffee using panela water, agua panela, we call it here. And we mix
I
that and we
heard
make
that.
coffee with that.
Yes.
So not sugar, but we use panela to make the coffee. Anyways, a lot of famous people have come from our country. They have gone to United States, writers such as Gabriel Garcia Marquez, who won a Nobel Prize. Also, we have actresses like Sofia Vergara, actors like, I don't remember the name of this
She is
guy.
Colombian.
Sofia Vergara is from Colombia. Yes, that's
Oh my
correct.
God. Good.
She's a really beautiful woman. We also have Shakira. I'm
Yes.
sure that you know who is Shakira, right?
Oh, of course, Shakira, yes.
Right? Very well. And we have artists or sculptors such as it's not Miguel Botero is the name of this guy here. I don't know if you're familiar with the art from this guy that is like fat people. You know what I mean?
Now.
Okay. Anyways.
I heard his name, and I sound Miguel Botero, but I don't remember.
I think it's this sculptor is Fernando Botero. That is his name. And also we have authors apart from Gabriel Garcia Marquez, such as Fernando Vallejo. He's published a lot of books and is very politically active in our country, right? Okay, so that's some interesting facts about, I'm sure that you have heard about the protests and the strikes that were going on here last year, a lot of police brutality as well. Also, a lot of the government or the political things that happen here, sadly, or I mean, it's bad, but anyways, those type of things happen with you know, the government working with the illegal people, you know, paramilitary forces or guerrillas against the population. So that is something that is also a little bit bad around here. And in our geography, something interesting is that we have access to the two oceans, the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean or the Atlantic Ocean, which is, it helps the commerce, you know, the export and the import of goods and materials from all over the world. Here are some scenic views. I think that one of you was here. Piedra del Peñol, this is in Guatapé in Antioquia. Here is La Guajira. Cabo de la Vela, like it's like a desert with the sea. I think this is the Cañón de Chicamocha, which is like a very beautiful canyon with a beautiful river in there. Some beaches, this beach could be in Cartagena, or you can find it in San Andres as well. All right. And that's all the time I have to talk to you about my country, Colombia, guys. So I would like to know, how did you feel with this high skill, and what new things did you learn from my country, Colombia?
That's a good information, teacher. I want to go to Colombia. I think I go to Colombia the next year with my friend. And
Okay.
right now I know a lot of information. That's good for me.
All right, nice. I'm glad, guys, that you liked it and that you think of visiting Colombia. We are very touristic too. So that is another important aspect of Colombia. In Colombia, you can do almost everything. You can go to the sea, or you can go to the river, or you can go to the Paramount, you know, a very cold place, the volcanoes, the mountains. We have like everything. We have everything. Or the jungle or the forest, you can go in there. All of that is in Colombia. Or lakes. So how did you feel with this high skill? Did you like this high skill? Did you learn something new? Did you find it interesting?
I feel very good with the skill, and I enjoy very much the yellow color, the bandera. How do I say bandera?
The from the flag, the yellow color of the
From the
flag.
flag. I know the meaning is very interesting, all about Colombia, the carnival, the color for the woman, the beaches, the flowers, all, you know, is interesting, very interesting. I like this class, this fitness.
All right. Okay, I'm glad you liked it. And if all of you enjoyed it, if you liked it, guys, that is the idea. I hope you did.
Inserting the history de Colombia for her forest and color, the history, the country, the folk, and your ya solo eso, no recuerdo más,
Nivel
pero
que
sí estuvo
okay.
interesante.
All right. Again, as I told you, you are welcome. We have a lot of places, touristic places that you could visit, really beautiful, but nothing is perfect, you know. So there's a lot of crime too, a lot of violence going on here, but it's still a very beautiful country that you should know once, right? Appreciate your time, guys. Thank you so much for your time and your attention to this.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, teacher. Take care.
I hope to see you soon in the next fitness, okay? You have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. See
You too.
See you around, guys.